is the problem. We say that federally regulated institutions is increasing commerce bargaining power, increasing benefits available to ordinary producers, and helping to provide money market imbalances and less smallholder farmers with limited growth in pricing. What actually assumes the responsibility to regulate the water sector and has consistently engaged water farmers and other stakeholders to understand the perspectives and qualities of certain sector. The feedback we received indicates that many smallholder farmers welcome the presence of national and international players because the competition has reduced dependency on limited money and large buyers, encourage free-specific reforms, improved payment planning, and created more ways for farmers to negotiate.
Preliminarily, information released by the Ministry of Justice has identified several persons of interest associated with entities operating within the cargo handling and airport logistics environment. GLS business and express handling services are among the principal cargo handling companies operating at the RUFUS International Airport and are responsible for functions relating to cargo reception, handling, storage, processing, and movement within restricted airport areas, whereas the House of Representatives has a constitutional responsibility to provide oversight over matters affecting national security, public safety, and the effective functioning of institutions operating within critical national infrastructure, whereas it is in the public interest to ensure that all entities potentially connected to the circumstances surrounding the alleged narcotics trafficking incidents are subjected to thorough scrutiny and review by the competent authorities, whereas a temporary suspension of operations pending the completion of investigations.
They're giving the candidate there for people to wear because they can sleep. But let me say something to you. Hold on, let me say something to you. I told that I said to you, every year they come with the same story. Just the other day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, the president of the Senate told you I did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you'll be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you not be.
What's your name?
You want to call from women community?
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I will prefer the paper to go.
Who is your paper?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much. Because one father, the suffering of taking the company, that's small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that paper win, we'll able to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much.
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Place radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking points for Blaze we day. 92.7 online every day.
Okay, folks, let me say good evening to you, wherever you are. However you are joining us. What a pleasant way to welcome you to the Monday edition of the Talking Point. The matter of fact, today is June 29, 2026. My name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. Folks, I'd love to say welcome to tonight's edition of the Talking Point. As always, tonight's edition promises to be fascinating. Yeah. So, folks, let me say welcome. So, wherever you are, wherever you are joining us, I'd love to welcome you to tonight's edition of the program. So there are too many things that we have to talk about, too many things, but unfortunately tonight we will not talk about most of these things that we need to talk about, especially some of those things have been happening across the country since the weekend. We went for the weekend, and there are lots of things been happening. The Congress for Democratic Change, they held their 22nd anniversary celebration in Grand County, and there are lots of things to talk about that program. We saw the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, Elizabeth Cummings, who spoke as the keynote speaker. He spoke, yes, some will say he spoke well. Other people will also critique his address. We also listened to the former president of the Republic of Liberia, former President George Weah. He also spoke at that program. And other people we saw Musa Belete as well. Musa Belete spoke, and other people have been expressing their thought about all of the speeches coming from Grand Jide County. So tonight, like we said over the weekend, that's a Friday, like we announced, we should have had the Press and Public Affairs Director in the Office of Representative Samuel Enos, Emmanuel Tosia. We should have had him on Friday, but unfortunately, we were unable due to some circumstances beyond his control and our control. So we postponed it. So today, folks, we have Mr. Emmanuel Tosia with us in studio. So we are going to definitely dive into our discussion for tonight. Definitely, we are going to do that. We dive directly into our talking point for tonight and see our best. We go directly into the program. So let me just turn to Mr. Tosi, yeah, and bring it on. Even what's up, man? What's up?
I'm
Hey,
one.
just draw the microphone to you. Yes, hold it. Yeah.
Good evening, Ambassador Rufus,
Okay.
Ambassador KONAH Rufus, and good evening to our peace-loving people and precious, valuable people of District Number 6. And it is an honor. I'm glad to be in your Kudi studio, and we acknowledge the marvelous work you are doing here. Firstly, I want to say my apology on Friday, like you have stated, and I was involved with a situation beyond my control that caused me to not come. So it was not done intentionally. So I'm grateful for the invite. It is my pleasing honor to come and represent my boss and in your studio, Honorable Reverend Sarah Ara Enos, the representative of District Number 6, to explain to you the rationale behind his bill to reinstate Christopher as a name
Yeah.
and on Liberia. And while we are discussing that, I think it is important for us to highlight some broader development he's carrying on in District Number 6 since
Yeah.
his second term mandate. So that's why I'm here. I'm grateful to looking forward to you as we have a frank and unique conversation and a conversation of enlightenment that will provide some education to the people of District Number 6. I'm honored.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming as well, for accepting our invite, being here tonight for us to talk about Liberia in District Number 6. So let me say to our people in District Number 6, I think this is at the time you just relax and listen to the office of your lawmaker about some of those things as it relates to the district. But we're also going to really look at this issue that has to do with the representative proposal to change the name of the capital city of Liberia from Monrovia to Christopolis. So that's one of the things. So, Mr. Tosia, how's the office?
Yeah, the office is okay.
Okay.
Relatively cool and calm. You see how the time I'm coming to tell you we are busy every day. Like today, the honorary is healthy, he's strong.
Okay.
He still had the vigor and the passion for his people. Early in the morning by 6, he woke up ensuring things are happening across the street. Number 6 today were to Gisikian and Blood D and Finland community,
Okay.
where the community dollar asked for some intervention in our role. So every day is just some kind of new development in district number 6. Relatively, district number 6 is calm, and we have a mature leader in charge of district 6. We have a leader that is very conscious and very sensitive about the growth and development of the people of district number 6. We have a leader that have the innovation, the creativities, and he had the conceptual skills. He had the thinking ability to see how best he can shift the destiny and create the avenue and the enabling environment for the people of district number 6. So relatively on the overall scale, I can tell you, in district number 6 is blessed, and we have a lawmaker, and that is of a blessing to us than a curse.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. Let me say again that we welcome you to the studio. We saw this news, like our representative, House of Representative correspondent and reporter, Archie Seboyene, reported over the last week that the lawmaker for District Number 6 has proposed this bill for the changing of the name of the capital of Liberia, to change it from Monrovia to Christopolis. So let's hear from you. What led to that particular decision of the lawmaker to talk about changing the name of the capital city?
So first thing first, and like I said in my initial conversation, you are doing a marvelous job here, especially at Blaze event. You continue to inform about people, and you are very passionate about the leadership of District Number 6. I must give it out to you. Upon hearing that Honorable Enos has proposed a bill to reinstate the name Christopolis on Liberia, immediately we receive a call from the station through you. So I know many people are pondering and wondering, with all some issues, all happenings around here, and why the bill Christopolis? Why Honorable Enos now should propose a bill Christopolis? And as a matter of fact, for the record, this is the 7th bill of the honorable bill I saw on Facebook. And one other guy in the district, he said it's a breaking news of the people of the district since Honorable Enos began lawmaker. No, maybe Honorable proposed a bill and it was passed and it was legislated and it has been accepted.
Okay.
The Mabel Macon, it was changed from Mabel Macon for Tokawa Christian University College. He the one proposed that bill. So why the name Christopolis now? Why? As you might know, if you follow our historical typology, and this place we now cherish and call Liberia, it was a settlement, and some settler came from America, and they settled here in 1822 because of the activities and the way they organized themselves. They named this settlement Christopolis in 1822. Just 2 years later, 2024, that's how they 1824. That's how they changed that name from Christopolis to Monrovia in honor of a fifth about encouraging Liberians to reconnect with their historical root, because it is important to know, as the people and country where we come from, we have a unique history. So more to that, that's why our independence was signed in the church. it speaks volume. It tells you a lot of things. It tells you that Liberia is a Christian country. It
Okay.
tells you that the people that live here, we are religious kind of people. It tells you that we believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God and as our Savior. So it tells you that this environment is an Christian environment. So let me take you Ghana, right? In 1957, Ghana gained of independence. Why the name Ghana was given Ghana? Why? Because they took that name from a son, an empire, meaning what? Warrior of king. So Eno is telling us today, let us recognize our historical root, let us recognize our historical identity, let us reconnect with our historical root. Why now? Somebody asking why now? With all the issue of drugs and the new government has come in terms of rescue, people are lavishing in intense poverty and destitution in terms of job creation. People are now seeing their way through. Why now? I know somebody asking the question, why Honor Enoch should propose a bill now to reinstate Christy Pole on Liberia has a name.
Okay.
So the thing about it is that there is no specific time, especially to have a national conversation to identify some mistakes and that you have made as a people, and to rewrite history to see how best you can identify your culture. There is no specific time for that in history. So to revisit our aspect of history, Liberia should not be afraid to have a mature conversation like Honor Eno has introduced. Because we think that that is a mature conversation, identifying our root and making people to know our historical identity. So some of us now, we can be very boastful, especially if you see a Liberian man is very calm, very polite, very decent kind of character. We have a unique culture and history. So the question that are we protecting this unique culture and history, or are we denigrating that and trying to forgo this? No. That's why no, is a lie. The national legislature and the public to engage in this conversation to see how we can we can restore our historic name that will have a reflection of our heritage.
Okay. So, Ime, before the introduction of this bill, did the lawmaker carry on any consultation in maybe in the district or in the country to consult people? Because mind you, you may be aware that Liberia, at a certain point in time, we become secular state. We had different religious groups in the country. With the introduction of this, did the lawmaker carry on any consultation?
Honorable, is a word that democracy is strengthening when ideas are debated responsively.
Okay.
Honorable is conscious of that. And so that's why he's welcomed the different diverse opinions of different groups. Honorable is conscious of that. Honorable, he understands and the trends and processes when it comes to leadership. So, and I can clearly answer your question, yes. And that's why we have our 17 zone in the district. And our 17 zone, we have our 17 coordinators. And besides that, Honorable call people on board to work with him. That's why when any issues of sort of significant for now, for us as a country, the president can call for cabinet meetings. So Honorable has a able lieutenant. So when he have the brilliant idea to reinstate the name Crystal Pole on Liberia, so that we can reflect our cultural heritage. So he bring that to our attention. We have a unique conversation on that. That conversation dragged for almost 2 to 3 months. and before we can come up with an conclusion. So I can tell you, yes, he have a, so that's why he believe in democracy. For democracy to make sure he believe in dialogue and he believe and he take into consideration the cross section of views of people.
Okay. Now, I heard you talking about correcting. It's not bad for us to correct the wrongs or the mistake that we made. So is I really want to know if the lawmaker is considering the name Monrovia to be a mistake for which he's introducing this bill. Is the lawmaker considering this name Monrovia to be a mistake that our forefather made earlier?
So let digress a little bit, right?
Okay.
The first thing, let's have an analysis of fair appreciation of the person who Liberia was named after, who Liberia deserved to honor.
Okay.
James Moron, the fifth president of the Republic of Liberia, of the fifth president of USA.
Yeah.
Why was he involved with? This was an individual that was involved with trade, slave trade. So he has a plantation, and he was usually involved with slave activities. So in fact, psychologically, some psychology will tell you that name has reflection. That which of course no one can rule that name has reflection. So looking at such a character, the first thing, why the name was changed after just 2 years. After just 2 years, because the name Christopher was given to Liberia 1824. The settler then decided to change the name to Monrovia. In honor of
Why? That was a
Why?
patronage.
That was a political patronage.
That
Was a political appreciation, and we see that as just being filibuster, and we see that as buying sentiment, because the first thing, look at the individual who your country were named after. He was hugely involved in slave activity. Name has impact.
Okay.
So that's why you see us as a country, where we come from, we appreciate where we come from as a people. Where we are, we appreciate where we are, but where we envisage is very important. It's quite essential that collaboratively each and every one comes together. We respect each other view. That's why on our end welcome each and every Liberian's input within this bill. We need to own this bill as a Liberian. We should take our political conversation, because even that name moreover reflects a political patronage. So mentally, that's why you see many Liberians, many of us, up to now, 1847, we gain our independence. Are we really independent in terms of doing things? We still look up to him. We still look up to America. Sometimes when we're having an election, sometimes whenever America sanction and our government officials, people can be excited. Whenever we have a burning issue in a country, we run to the American embassy. So are we really independent, or do we still have that meta slavery psychologically? So that emotion and that sentiment is still play on us. You see, so that's why Honor Enos has opened up this conversation.
So why Crystal Police? Why the lawmaker could not introduce a different name, but to just say Crystal Police? Because mind you, when we talk about Crystal Police, we're talking about the City of Christ, right? And looking at the religious diversion right now in the country. Why is it that the lawmaker wanting for us to name this capital city Crystal Police? Is he not looking at the religious diversion in the country?
So, Honor Enos is religious tolerance. And firstly, let me correct on is religious tolerance. Even if you go to, we have like 4 mosques here. Every time visit them, and we appreciate our brothers and our sisters' unique culture. But you ask a unique culture, why Christopoli? Why? Why Honorenus could not introduce or put forth another name? Why? The bill is intended to stimulate national reflection about Liberia history and identity. That's one. We need to reflect as a people where we come from, where is our root, and what is our identity.
Okay.
Each and every country around or have an identity. So what is our identity as a people? We need to have a sober reflection. That's why this conversation is a national conversation. Honorable has opened it out to every library, even legislators. That's why they did one of the introduction. This bill take the entire Facebook and conversation were all about it. So is intended to stimulate the reflection of our national identity. That's one. And they bill seek to preserve and recognize an important chapter of Liberia founding history.
Now, Ime, talking about Liberia identity, right? Looking at the name Morovia and looking at the name Christopolis. Now, the first thing, Liberia, at the time, this name was Christopolis. At that time, we were considered to be a Christian nation. Fast forward, it went to Monrovia. We were still a Christian nation. Later, we have become a secular state, for which our arms open to every religion. Now, bringing a Christian name to give it to our capital city, is it not a means to silence the rest of the religion?
So the first thing, this is a mature conversation, and this conversation we should have it very being selfless, and this conversation we should have it.
I guess that's what we are.
No, I want you also to take out the sentiment and look at the rationale behind this. So it's good as a country, people identify you and you have a sober reflection about where you come from. If you are forgetting your identity as a people, if you are forgetting your cultural heritage as a people, it's good we identify that to see how best. And the first thing, there is a reason behind Liberia sign or independent in the church.
What is that reason?
So that's why any of the public officials that we elect, whenever they go take oath, they take oath from the Bible. It gave you a very important scenario. It gave you a very important, it tells us as a people, a country, we are Christian nation. That which of course you cannot digress or either divorce us from that, right? We are a Christian nation.
We were founded on a Christian principle, but we are not a Christian nation. We are a secular nation.
So this is it, right? I'm giving you some practices. I'm giving you some synopsis.
But the law.
I'm giving you the law. I'm telling you the practical analysis, some of the practical steps. So that's why there are some important cultures. You identify some people from Liberia, from some countries. Like for us, we from Nima. You identify us by GB. That is our unique food. We understand that and we love that very, very well. And we eat that with satisfaction. If you go Bon County, the people got Topasui, right? If you go Cape Man, you identify the people by Kasaoli. If you go Lofa, you talk about Tobogi, right? Right?
Yeah.
So we are telling you, if you go Basso, you talk about Fufu, right? So you cannot do everything. It's good you identify one thing and let people know you by a specific thing. So having this unique and national conversation, in no way we are bringing the issue of discrimination. No, and no respect democracy. He believed for democracy to mature, we need to have a level of respectability and collaboration. So this conversation is a unique conversation. This conversation is meant to shift the paradigm of our country. This conversation is intended for us as a people and country, for us to have a reflection about where we come from, where we have to appreciate a unique history and culture and heritage, so that we can have an identity as a country and people. It's just simple.
So with the name Christopolis, we are going to have that identity.
So
But with the name Monrovia, that means there's no identity. That's what the office of the lawmaker or the lawmaker thinks.
Konah, let me tell you something, right? Look at the individual. There's a saying that says, "Show me your friend, I will tell you who you are." Jim Morrow was a guy that was usually involved with slavery activities. Brother, how can you look at such a character? What our forefathers then were thinking about? How can you look at such a character? You name a country after him. Why? According to some historical typology, people did that because of political patronage. Because of what? Ancestors. That's why you see some levels symbolic and some level of practices. We still observe that in our culture today, right? We do things in your country because of political patronage.
There are lots of people who believe that what this bill, right, we have on the life of the people. What different this bill would do for the country and the people. Lots of people have been thinking on that. So tell our people who's sitting right now, maybe you're talking now, man sitting in his room, listening to you right now. What this bill, what impact will this bill have on the country?
So why this bill will have impact? Look, nations around the world continue to revisit the aspect of their history.
Okay.
Let understand that this bill might not put food or create job.
Okay.
But nations around the world continue to revisit their history. Liberia should not be afraid to have a mature conversation discussing about its historical identity.
You writing Liberians are afraid?
Yeah. No, like the way you posting the question, you are right? You are right. You are playing the devil advocacy. You are right. They bill and allow the legislature and the public to debate whether restoring the need better reflect Liberia heritage. So, if we think as a people, the issue of our cultural heritage is that important. Honorable is telling us that we as a people, a country, it is important. We have a unique conversation around this to reflect our cultural heritage and to identify our root. Our root, we as a people and country, we were founded on Christian principles. And that principle and norms, we need to uphold and protect that unique culture.
Now, when this bill was introduced in the House, what was the reception from the other lawmakers who were in session or in the sitting for that day? What was the reception? Did the lawmaker colleagues really receive this thing, maybe expecting to be something that admirable?
No, the thing about it, the reception was okay.
Okay.
Even go back to the video, go on the host page, you could see in the house how they kind of like relief. So it was really the political climate on that day. It was very good. So in fact, immediately upon the presentation, we see how it took over the entire social media. They were became a discussion point. And even up to now, people are still discussing it. So, and that's why Honor Endos encouraged. So, and they think about it as a legislator. The essence and the importance of a legislator is to bring some, is to make law and bring some level of relief and comfort to your people. Is to provide issues, to provide some basic social services for your people through your lawmaking, to identify the need. So the reflection that day was very good. It was unique. The political climate was good, and you could see the need to reinstate Christopole has a name on Liberia and take more river name from Liberia because that name has some level of connection with slavery activities.
Do you think Representative Samuel Eno has the ability to convince his colleagues for this bill to be passed? He has the ability. Do you think?
Let me tell you something. Honor Enos, people who do not know him from us, Honor Enos, and I consider him as the biggest sample in the crisis. And besides that, he has a unique skill. He has the technical skill. He has the human skill. He has the conceptual skill, the thinking ability. He has the innovation. So when it comes to the issue of convincing, the thing about it is that each and every legislator, there's a reason there are some level of significance for why you go in the house. And most of that you have been paid from the taxes that you must pay. So you are under the moral obligation to do the right thing for your people. And all we do is explain the essence, the objective, the significance, and the importance. And we has a supporter, an office staff on we trust the ability of the legislator, the 55th legislature, that they will see reasons in this bill to see how best we reinstate Christopole as a name on Liberia and take last slavery name Monrovia, and because the name that character, that reflection, it has no good reflection, it has no good historical typology, it has no good cultural heritage. So I think it's of importance. All country around here having a national conversation to revisit their history. Why we should not have a conversation on this kind of unique and mature conversation for Liberia? So it's never too late.
Okay. Now, I've been listening to some audio, especially from the 2023 presidential election during the runoff. This current President Joseph Boakai, got huge support from the Islamic community. He got huge support, and for which there are lots of people from that community still looking up to him to sign some laws and to do some things in their favor, in their community's favor, right? And with the introduction of this bill, which some of them think that this bill is not good for their community. Do you think President Boakai will really put his signature to this bill? What you've been monitoring.
So the thing about it, laws are made for the interest and good of the people.
Okay.
So in my mind, if President Boakai mean well and good for the Liberian people, he will see reasons, because the logic and the analysis and the explanation is very clear. This bill to reinstate Christopole has a name on Liberia is important. It's very essential for us as a people and country, where we come from, where we are, and where we envisage to go. So to have an identity as a country, we think it's not a bad thing that Honorable is telling President Boga.
Okay.
So in my mind, when this bill passed the lower house, it go to the upper house for concurrent, after which, and it will come back for concurrent from the Senate. When it's been sent to the president, in my mind, the president will sign that bill, and that bill definitely will become a law. But that's why we encourage a conversation, a mature conversation around this unique bill, so that we can take off our political jacket, take off our political, and us believe in this country so much. That's why he continued to take. That's why he continued to invest all that he have in this country to see how best we as a people we can collectively change the destiny to see how best we can create the avenue, not only for our generation. We are envisaging big picture. Honorable is not doing this for himself. He's not doing this for himself. We are doing this for our generation to come as a people. We need to have an appreciation about where we come from and where we are and where we envisage to go. We need to lay a clear format, a clear blueprint.
Yeah, before quickly we transition, since the introduction of this bill, has there been anything that the lawmaker has been getting, like let's say information from maybe the Christian community, the Muslim community? What has been the reception to the lawmaker for the introduction of this bill?
As a matter of fact, the receptions are very, very good.
Okay.
Very relatively calm from our spectrum of our community, and it's very good. It's relatively good and calm. So we of the convention, because of the importance that is attached to this bill, and we think and that the wisdom of the legislator and the wisdom of the heads of the House of Elders, they will see how best they can have a concurrent of this bill. It will go to the president and for signature, because the rationale behind this bill is important.
Okay.
It's not selfish. It's very selfless, and it's not something of personal aggrandizement. It's something of the general interest and general good of our country. So we think that this bill will be accepted from the overall assessment. The reception is very okay, very fine.
Okay. How soon do we expect, right? Be what you are saying. You guys are in the house, right? How soon do we expect for that this bill will be passed? How soon?
The first thing, when something happened, whenever a presentation is being made before the ballot, it will be taken to a specific committee, and after which the committee will come, and there will be a report from the committee. There will be a voting process on that, so it takes process. So there are processes involved into that. So after which it leave the lower house, it go to the upper house, and from concurrent, from there where it comes, it go to the president, and for signature, then later it sent to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be printed into him bill. So there are a lot of processes. So we believe that these processes, because of the urgency that is attached to this bill, because of the importance that is attached to this bill, because of the unique and information that is involved with this bill, looking at the character Mr. James Monroe, the 5th president of the Republic of the United States of America. This guy was involved with a huge slave activities. That's why many of us, and psychologically, they method slavery and some political patronage activities, and we still have that kind of reflection. We still behave. So NIM has reflection.
Okay.
NIM has reflection. NIM has a significant way of playing some level of role in your life, either emotionally, either psychologically. So that's why Honor Enos is encouraging each and every labyrinth. He's not selfish in this, and this was not done for his personal accomplishment. This was done to shift the narrative. This was done to have a reflection as a people and country, to appreciate our heritage, where we come from and where we envisage to go, to have a level, a playing field level, to let people know us. And we are Christian. We were formed on Christian principles. No matter what happened, these principles will not be erased because of some political or some legislations and some other activities. As a people will continue to know you who you are. If you are a journalist, you continue to be a journalist. If even God help you tomorrow, you become a senator, you have a unique history.
Who tell you I want to be a senator?
No, apparently you want to be a representative, right? And yet and still, if you still be a lawyer, you have a historical background.
Okay.
So people will have to trace you to see who is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS and where do you come from. So people have to know you by your identity. So Honor Enos is telling us that let's restate Christopolis, City of Christ, on Liberia, so we can have a reflection as the people and country where we come from, so we can cherish our unique history and culture as a people. That is not bad. That is very good. It's very selfless.
Okay, so let's see if we can transition, folks. Those of you just joining us, you are listening and watching the Talking Point on Blaze Radio and Blaze Online TV on Facebook and YouTube. We'd love to say welcome tonight's edition of the program. My name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS, here tonight with the man Emmanuel Tosia. Emmanuel Tosia is the Director for Press. I hope I'm getting the position correctly. Director for Press and Public Affairs in the office of Representative Samuel Enos, the representative for District Number 6, Monserrado County. Tosia, the lawmaker was elected for the first term. Second term, he gained the election from his people. He was re-elected. And how the lawmaker, how the entire district has been going since his re-election.
So thank you very kindly for that important conversation. As you may be aware, Honor Enos continue to be committed and consistent to the development initiative of the people of District Number 6. As the whole country is aware, Honor Enos is the founder and CEO of the African Dream Academy that is continuing to play a pivotal role in our community, continue to operate a free school of free tuition. And just of recent, this was Saturday, he celebrated 232 students, 43 from the kindergarten, 6 from 6th grade to 7th grade, and 113 from 9th to 12th grade. And besides that, he operates a vocational school that of recent he provided 2,500 scholarships across District Number 6 for young women and young men to come and learn some important trade, computer, hairdressing, plumbing, electricity, and so forth. So, Honor Enos of recent, and because of the level of the clinic, it was clinic then, we need to see like for the 8,000 children annually. There was
48,000.
Yes.
Children
annually.
He's a go to the clinic
annually.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's huge.
Yeah, it was very huge. So he decided to transition that clinic to hospital. So he got an area opposite Calvary Chapel. He transitioned that place to a 75-bedroom hospital. This year of March, it should have been open to the public, while you were in America this year in February, he received information that a ruling came when he acquired that place from the GT Bank.
Okay.
He got information that some family people and GT Bank went to court and they want GT Bank. Surprisingly, we just saw pick up a sheriff, few sheriff, with no prior notice, with no legal representation. It is how that story of the hospital when they put on our NOS equipment outside in absent, it left outside and it got damaged. So and that's it. And when it comes to all the medical equipment, it was damaged. When it comes to development and when it comes to infrastructure across the district, Honorable NOS continue to be very committed and supportive. He promised the people of district number 6. I can remember on that fateful day when we were closing our campaign in 2023. He told the people that he will complete a multi-district office and turn it over when he shall leave, and then party that will come to use that. And that land was given to then on the snow from it came from the Ministry of Youth and Sport right to SKD, there where we have that spot. So when Snow left, Snow turned over the entire DN document to Honorable NOS. So Honorable NOS decided to develop that place and build a multi-office where you have the women wing office, you have the youth wing office. Honorable NOS when they ever went to roof level, all the squatter around the place. If you go to SKD, what I'm talking about, before, right behind the police station, where the police station used to be to SKD, there when you're being that gigantic structure, surprisingly, and thankfully, President Bouaka became president. He allotted 100,000 the first budget year. So in that 100,000, Honorable with the convention, thinking that the 100,000 will come this on allotment, because they said we do allotment, list will come and do their verification, and we did that. We captured the district office for completion. We captured the bridge that will connect KONAH Tree and Cooper Farm, and we captured June Elmo Public School in Mangwastan, and we also captured the district clinic right here up to Kennedy High School, and we captured Mary Town Block. Unfortunately, that 100,000 didn't count, and unfortunately again, the overhead bridge that is being built to the boulevard with the surprisingly the minister of youth and sport again when they gave that place and make a unilateral decision without our consent, without the other consent. They fenced that entire place. At a certain point in time, you saw a video footage on Facebook on our NOS and Chinese me. So we want to inquire why they have to fence, and so we understood again. That was their political strategy to see how best they can put on our NOS against the people for him to now fulfill and construct and complete a district office. That's how they think in their mind, in their myopic mind, that they can make honorary NOS unpopular. So that case is before the national legislature has speak. Honorary NOS has written the plenary. So personally, it will interest you when the guy then came to the plenary and the Chinese guy came, why they have to put the district and why they got to prevent the lawmaker to not have an access. They told the honorable that they should go to executive section to have an executive conversation. In that, so that's when it comes to
yeah, that's what the Chinese guys suggested, or that's what they told plenary when they go for executive
plenary to honorary NOS.
Okay.
That because of the magnitude that is associated with the conversation. I don't know what magnitude that is associated with the conversation. So they should turn that into you should refer that into executive section. So, notwithstanding, Honorable Enos represent the ECOWAS. He's one of the 5 legislators that has been fortunate to represent Liberia on the ECOWAS. Because of Honorable Enos' unique representation on the ECOWAS, Liberia is expected to host the ECOWAS Youth Office in Liberia. The ECOWAS Youth Office is about to build in Liberia.
Okay.
It was in Burkina Faso because Burkina Faso pulled out.
Yeah.
So that privilege and that leverage because of the strong advocacy through Honorable Enos and some other legislators that representing ECOWAS, that office will be built, and it is our pleasing duty and honor to announce to the people of this district number 6 that that office will be built in Liberia. And more to that, there is another health facility, a $5 million project that is about to be constructed in Liberia. You saw the health facility that we have, the mental health facility that we have in the Liberia is very, very small. But through Honorable Enos and all of 4 legislature advocacy, we're about to see a bigger one, a $5 million project. ECOWAS is about to build that. So we think that Honorable Enos, his second term, he is very aggressive, he is very innovative when it comes to community initiative. He doing couples with other things every day. There's just a new thing about Honorable Enos. If he's not doing financial aid today, he's ensuring that some community rules intervention, like today. And you see the time I came in studio, we just did some community intervention. If Honorable Enos is not doing some community intervention, like either the community that has called upon him, some classes and some activities are going on, he's there ensuring that some of these things is being handled very, very mature and very, very meticulously.
Okay.
If he is not serving a guest speaker to see how best he can provide some enlightenment and some good message and sound message to our feature, he's there either going to other communities to market women, providing some loan. So that's why I told you, Honorable Enos continue to be committed and consistent. He continue to be innovative, and he continue to shift the destiny and paradise of the universities.
Okay. So I sat down and listened to you because I wanted you to tell the people of the train number 6 the involvement of the lawmaker. Now, let's begin with where you ended. There are lots of people, like we in the media, who've been getting lots of complaints from people that since Representative Samuel Enos was re-elected, in lots of community, he's not to be seen. How effective is Representative Enos in meeting those people who voted for him, going their community to see the needs of the people?
So, relatively, as you may be aware, some of these conversations will come about.
Okay.
But the question that we must ask ourselves, some of them have a genuine point, but some of them are from a political perspective. On our Enos second term, we have done some community visitation. Our strategy we started with R2.
How many communities?
I can be specific to you now.
Okay.
Just of recent, we were in the GS0 community. That's why we went there today, because the community asked, the bloody community and the women of success asked for the intervention of the road to bloody that connecting from the road to go Dupo Road. When you come on super town with the road from the enter into bloody that connected, so there's a ditch there. They asked on us for intervention. So we have visited some community in Mangbastan. Like we were in VOA East, right to VOA market there. When we visited the VOA community, the chairman, the VOA market, there was a pile of debt that according to the marketeers, they went to the vice president, they went to other senator, rather they went to represent, they went to prominent people. They could not have that debt removed from the view a market. So we are giving you some statistics and some impermanent fact. So we have not come in studio to lecture you or give you information that is not factual. So some of these places and some of the places that we have in concern, it's good that you go and have a fact finding and check it out. So through the special grace and through the leadership of the community, besides that, they also asked for some materials for the Jewish activities that was made available, and the issue allowed that. So to the Baptist Seminary and then also ABC community, where we have gone, the Baptist Seminary community chairman said that our entire Baptist Seminary region is being used by some disadvantaged youth to arouse some peaceful citizens. So as we speak, that information is before the DA and before Liaison 8. So we empower the leadership of the community to see how they can level that participation. And while Honorable Enos has gone to the head of the BAFTA, Reverend Dr. Reeves, to see how best they can take care of their property, because their property cannot be used as a venue for the people to harass our peaceful citizens.
So you guys,
so we carry on a level of intervention. So we got some feedback. Relatively, things are getting on course. So when it comes to the Steel Junction, you saw the level of development of pavement or road there by Honorable Enos. When it comes to all our communities,
District number 6.
across district number 6, Honorable Enos has done the issue of drainage, financial aid. So Honorable Enos is just kind of different kind of individual. But what I can tell you on the overall assessment, Honorable Enos' second term, whenever he goes to the community, he explains to them he's working. He's very focused and very committed, and what he has identified and what he has started, he continues to be committed and dedicated in doing that. So I don't know where the information is coming from, because whenever we go, like today, if you go on off a page, you could see the excitement of people from the Freedom Land community.
so you guys have you are reaching out, but right now you cannot tell us how many communities the lawmakers since his re-election he have gone in. Am I correct?
Relatively, we have 67 communities in District number 6.
Yeah.
What I can announce to you now that we are relatively going 25 of that community.
25.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens to the DDC? Is the DDC active?
So there is one thing that you should be aware of. Right now there's a late shift
In the DDC.
in the governance structure.
Oh, okay.
As you may be aware, that the Ministry of Internal Affairs has been changed, right?
Yeah, Ministry of Local Government.
I've been changed to the Ministry of Local Government now. So they're the one in charge and manage the entire district funding. Just imagine that. So they the one know what project should go in district number 2, and we work along with the lawmaker. They didn't want to know what kind of project that is of importance going to district 3. They will work with the number. Despite of them not being able to represent the people, they are just appointed by the president. So see how difficult it is to manage the funding now.
But
So-
prior to the Ministry of Internal Affairs changing to Ministry of Local Government, it seems that this issue of the DDC have been dead.
No, the DCC has not been dead.
Because this issue of the Ministry of Local Government, it just came in few months ago.
The DC has not been there before then. The DC, the leadership has been active and been functional.
So 2024, 2025, the 2 years, they have been very functional.
No, and that's what he elected 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The DDC has been very active.
I'm talking about his second term now, right? From 2024 to 2025, the 2 years.
So, and the chairman of the DDC is Amos Myers, right? Amos Mama is the chair of the District Development Council then, right?
Of course, we are aware.
So, how did he go there? He got there from the support of the 17 sooner hairs. We have Honorenos before when he became lawmaker because of a fast certain. He looked across the district, then the district has 7 zones. And the 7 zones has 7 coordinators. So the coordinators was coordinators, but they never knew why they were coordinating. And the people who they were coordinating, the people never knew them. He changed that whole historical typology. He changed that whole leadership deficit.
There's allegation that the lawmaker manipulated the entire system to put his own people there.
So this is what happened, right? Enos introduced a unique system, and the process was open. So he did an analysis along with some policy maker. 1,000 household is equivalent to a zone. So that's how he expanded the 7 zones to 17 zones. So 1,000 household is equivalent to a zone. Then that zone has a coordinator. On the fateful day of 2019, the Zona heads went together and elected their district development council, and that process it took place on Honorenos was not present. So the coordinator
he didn't be present before alleged manipulation.
Yes, so the question now you should be asking yourself, if manipulation went on, how did Honorenos carry on the manipulation? He was not even present.
He doesn't need to be
around. So, are you telling us that the community dwellers that elected their chairman, that elected and put in place their leadership, are you telling that he multiplied himself with these people, and then he went to all the community dwellers and tell them that you should do this and you should do that? And what is the rationale behind the manipulation?
Since the election and since the lawmaker re-election, has this DDC been active in the last 2 years?
Active and functional, very active and functional.
Then how is it that people are complaining that the DDC?
What the people are complaining? What the people are complaining?
There are lots of people who've been moving the district.
Who are the people that are complaining? Nobody is complaining. The district is relatively a moving car, and the district is in full control, and us is in control of the district. What I can tell people, this is why I tell people, if they are not very, very careful, they continue to walk on the same path where Honorenos has defeated them twice, 18,000 people. If they are not careful, illegally remove Honorenos, kangaroo they come on with kangaroo ruling from the court, fighting Honorenos for his own property, trying to invade him, reason that is best justifiable to yourself. It can't solve a problem. It can give you no vote in district number 6. What you can do in district number 6 to make Honorenos popular is to do more than what he is doing in the education sector. Is to do more than what he has done in the health sector, because the issue of the health authority now has ceased. Like I told you, that a kangaroo ruling came from the court
carry on investigation at the hospital, the 75-bed hospital on the bill, is to undo the many community initiative that he is carrying on.
So,
what I'm saying to you,
yeah,
for you to make on popular, is not propaganda.
Okay.
It's not cheap gossip. It's not coming to manufacture and say things that is not or factual something. So for you to make it unpopular, you gotta do more what he's doing. If they are not very careful, and us will try triple a vote again, 22 now, and he will just be represented.
We'll reach that.
Yeah, so
we'll reach about whether he's contesting or not, right?
He contesting. I'm not contesting.
Okay, Ime,
I'm not contesting 22 now.
Okay, Ime, how the lawmaker, how urgent is the lawmaker taking, or he has been taking this issue of the district office? Because district number 6 is one of the oldest, district in the country. But this district continues to lack the issue of office. How urgent has the lawmaker been taking this issue of the office?
To tell you how important has attached to the district office. So it's one of the reasons you see you not have an elaborate ceremony when it comes to reporting system. It's one of the
you have not had a what?
Elaborate.
Okay.
But he has
been on
a series.
Okay.
Let's go I spoke in context.
Yeah, let's go.
So and the issue of the district office, because of the involvement of this government through the Minister of Youth and Sport as a way of making popular and putting against the people, that is strategy. That's why decide.
Is it the current?
No, the minister then, I know Bangalore, right?
Okay,
yeah.
Bangalore.
Yeah, decided to put that fence, area fence. Has written plenary. Tell the plenary of a legislative function has been temporary. Plenary continue to be conspicuously silent because we have a regime speaker. Quote unquote, is an independent candidate, and quote unquote, supporter for Natikufa. So therefore, he must be marginalized. So whenever they marginalize,
is that what the lawmaker think he's being marginalized?
What do you want me to say? How can you prevent a development for the entire district just for a one man? Because you think you let on us. Because you think on is not going your way. Why you think honorenos will read plenary, informing plenary that he's been prevented of now working on his district office, and on that particular day the people appear, then they have to send them to executive section.
Representative Sammy and us had the first 6 years. But in those 6 years, there's observation that the lawmaker prioritized those things that are in his name, right? Then the things that are in the district name. So why is it that the office now is blaming the Ministry of Youth and Sport for something that the lawmaker, quote unquote, did not take as being urgent to him, but rather take things in his name to be urgent?
So let's put it in perspective. I'm blessed to have Honorenos as a boss. Honorenos, from the day one in office, he has attached an important and urgency to the initiative and the activities of the people of District Number 6. For the record.
Okay.
And first time to see a public official that his school he runs, he has allowed all the children to attend that school. First time in the history of our country to see a public officials
because he making a school rewarding. He putting everything there, so his children got to go.
Right? That you see a public official and that he's not lavishing in luxury. He has not built himself a house. Honoré has not built himself a modern house since he became a legislator. First time in the history of our country to see a public official that prioritizes the interests of the people more than a personal aggrandizement. Let me tell you this. If anyone has ever come to you that Honoré is attaching important to his personal initiative, that is a political mirage. What do I mean? The African Dream Academy has a bull. That bull is the higher decision making.
Who is the owner of African?
The only reason Honoré is a former CEO.
Okay.
Whenever you have a long-term support from a donor, it speaks volume of your integral and impeccable character and your comprehensive financial report to them, because you are magnanimous in terms of reporting system, so they'll continue to support you.
But he's the owner.
Man, you right.
He's the owner. Am I correct?
Man, you right. We need to be very conspicuous. We need to be very serious here when we're having such a national conference.
I guess
no, I'm coming right. We need to attach some level of importance to this conversation. District number 6, that seat is a public seat. The African Dream Academy is a private initiative that was established in 1998. The African Dream Schools started 2012. 2012 with 144 students. So that school has been actively running.
But it was elevated until the lawmaker become a representative, for which right now they have been elevated. They have a very modern building in the district office. He's still talking about leaving it on the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Why leave a Ministry of Youth and Sport when you have all of those projects, all of those quote-unquote things in it for the public, but it's in your name? When leaving the public owner in the interest of the district, in the district name.
So there are some things you forgetting along the road.
Okay, just remind us.
If you read the report of Honoré 2017 and 2018, Honoré spent 7,800 just on financial aid. That leaves 2019, 2020 report, right? The Middleborough School now on the GSA road, that public school was transition.
District 6 Academy.
District 6 Academy, right?
Okay.
That school has been transition because of the innovation of Honoré. That school run to elementary level, now they run a high school.
For which there's allegation right now that the lawmaker is taking most of the funds from the school and investing it in himself. For which we are getting those reports.
So it's laughable, right? It's laughable. I can give you the principal number. And number is the principal of that school. Because of the innovation.
And the lawmaker is the board chair.
Because of the innovation, it will interest you that we have a team in charge of that district school. Where's the board chair? We have a district school, right? So
where's the board chair of the school?
So Honoré is a lawmaker.
Where's the board chair?
Honoré is a lawmaker of the district.
That was where's the board chair of the school?
And that school is supervised and run by the principal. So the focus person,
Emmanuel, I begin answer this question. Where's the board chair of the quote-unquote district 6?
Chief Akami, what I can tell you publicly, because we are on the public media, that the focus person from our office to that school is Patrick Siaka. Patrick Siaka is the educational director. So I can give you a number, I can give you detailed information.
So you do not have much information about
I have much, but you still looking for information from me.
No, I'm asking.
I give you a
where's the board chair?
I'm telling you that school is a district school. We have the elder council within the district. we have Honorable Eno as a representative of district number 6. We have the focus person for our office that supervise all education activities with
Which of course I agree with you,
so
man.
that person is Pache Siaka.
I'm asking you now for the board chair of the school. It's actually the board chair.
So, and we can clearly tell you that school has a principal, and that school have a unique focus person for our office. And that school
who hired the principal for the school? Who select a principal for the school?
Appoints the principal
Absolutely.
for the school. So if we interest you that Enos, they found you for the public. They found you did not support Enos 2023. But he still remain the principal. So it tells you, I don't want us to miss positive with education.
Okay.
Is very conscious about that. So, and no way, since the ascendancy of Honor Eno has prioritized public activities over his own personal aggrandizement.
Okay.
So that's why he had just started building his own house, not too far from your radio station in Bliss, right around the Kennedy High School. There where he's building his house now. In fact, Honor Eno live for his entire life as a public service, saying begin lawmaker, right behind the clinic to where the clinic was opposite Zoom, they put a notice. Right? So it tells you how selfless Honor Enos is. Honor Enos has been from the day one in office. He has prioritized the public affairs, the public activities over his personal initiative. That's what most of the public initiative under his stewardship flourish. That's why the people of district number 6 look at his working in the entire Pinsville. Enos now he serves as the caucus for most county because of the Manani leadership in the entire Pinsville. Which one the legislator was within in your mind? Why do you think the people of district number 6 local Honor Enos and retain him, and he got to see 18,000 votes? I can tell you this for the record. Honor Enos continue to change life, continue to transform, and he continue to secure the future of our generation. And Honor Enos, he continue to shape life and shape destiny. So, and we think Honor Enos is selfless. He continue to do the extraordinary thing for our people. He's continue to be committed and dedicated and focused to the people of district number 6.
Okay, to the people of district number 6. Folks, let me say, those of you just joining us, welcome. You are listening to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM, Blaze Online TV. My name is KONAH RUFUS. I'm here with Emmanuel Tosia. Emmanuel Tosia is the Director of Press and Public Affairs in the office of Representative Samuel Enos. So those of you out there, you can put in your call 077-907-907. Call this evening to have your say on the Talking Point. 077-907-907. Yeah, that's the number you can call to be part of tonight's edition of the Talking Point. Let me go to the phone line, take the first caller. Go evening, you are live. Yeah, go evening.
This is the father of 2,000 many targets here, Trevor, district 6, most of the country.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. To defend lives is very hard. You know, to work for your own money, it's difficult. It's very hard to work for your own money. Why is there an Emmanuel Tosia wanted to lie to all on the popular radio? I want to say now, Ghana is carrying on development. So there are differences between development and investment. So Emmanuel Tosia know investment. I want the lawmaker to when he different power on schools, the hospital, the people is very sad. So yeah, Emmanuel Tosia point on one thing, like for the district or hospital or school, like for the district where enough moving in power that the district will be benefiting from it. They get when I want. Why Emmanuel Tosia like? Why you put a prayer?
All right, thank you, Chief. Thank you. Let me take another call. Go evening, you are live.
Ambassador,
Yeah, good evening.
thank you. So let me say good evening to Emeritus here, comrade. So I call on the script says, who is Lawson? Augustine Sagashos Wisdom. So I let the Emeritus here, which of course some of the things that you said, which of course
You are breaking in. Lawson, you are breaking in.
hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, go ahead now. What are you saying?
I said I listen to Emeritus here. Some of the things said, it's a medical. Which of course is caused unnecessary injustice to the public. Now, discuss on the secretary committee leadership, which of course that being compared to the secretary committee. Now, you understand, feel like people benefited from that is lie, right? Okay. You talk about the issue of the VOA community, which of course that around the market. So you say they benefited. That is lie. So I would like for people that come on the platform to come lie to people. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Thanks for having us. Good evening, you are live.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, yeah, my brother. Yeah, my name is Jean Macon. I'm calling from Electoral District number 5.
Yeah.
Let people, that gentleman in studio there, that gentleman was to defend very Actually, not let people, because it is true that the police say to lie or to lie is hard. But to talk to the truth, you can just say it. Somebody that there that you say you can't put the question. You don't even know who vote. You don't know?
You say you don't know what?
You hear me?
Yeah.
I am saying because you asking the question.
Yeah.
And then you asking say who is the board chair? The Ghana English said no. Who is the board chair? But let me tell you, one of the reasons that I left on district number 6 because of very Because look, when very came, everything was fine. Everything was going smooth. 2017, they made everything was okay, but first they made all the men attitude change. The man is very rude. It's one of the rule law maker we ever have.
Okay.
So we pray that 2029 will get it out.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me take another call. Good evening. You are live.
Yeah, good evening, Rufus KONAH.
Yeah.
Good evening to your guest in studio.
Please increase your voice.
Yeah, I said good evening to you, Rufus KONAH, and good evening to your guest in studio.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel Johnson, journalist from Aggibi County.
Yeah, go ahead, Ezekiel.
Yeah, so your studio guest, he said it all, but let me actually ask him a question. Why is it out of the property of the Honorable bearing the name African Dream? That is one. Why should it be self-centered of part of the developmental activities within District number 6? Because he is there serving the people, but he's not supposed to be looking at his own personal gain. And secondly, to conclude, Rufus, let your studio guests be very clear and tell the people what exactly he has to present this evening to the people of District number 6. Because he has to be perfectly clear on the radio. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having us. Say good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
Yeah. Oh, this is Josephus Bar calling you from Baptist Seminary, District 6.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You know, I find it so hard to understand Tosia in the studio. They are trying to lie to the people of District 6. Look, Tosia, that 6 years ago, when Samuel Ernest came, wash your trouser and start moving all around, people had that sympathetic mind and voted him. Then we gave him another second term. Please, this time around, Samuel Ernest cannot represent this district comes 2029 because he failed the people of District 6. There's nothing Samuel Eno can show off. Samuel Eno is wounded to focusing on his African Dream Academy and everything he's doing. Yeah, Keneja, we have Keneja or clinic. What Samuel Eno is doing for Keneja Clinic? At least so our people who can afford to go to African Dream can go to Keneja Clinic. Let Tosia tell us what is the line in the horse that Samuel Eno is pushing that the government can supply or draws and other basis name for clinic in Keneja there for our people to go to? Nothing.
Okay.
Everything just African Dream, African Dream, African Dream. African Dream is not for District 6. So Tosia, please go and tell your boss man we tire. As
Thank you,
man
Chief.
lie, you can lie, we tire with it.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having us. 077-907-907. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio and Blaze Online TV. Call us this evening. I have in studio Emmanuel Tosia, who is from the office of District Number 6 Representative Samuel Enos. We have been discussing serious issues. Let me take this caller quickly. Good evening, you are live.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm calling from Louis Brown, District Number 6.
Is it what's your name?
Dixon Dina Junior calling from Louis District Number 6.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I want to tell the person studio that shouldn't be lying to the people of District Number 6 because when Samuel first came in the district, he opened the African Dream Academy for people to go there, which is free. But now he started telling us we should pay rest, coal, tissue, chloride, all these things. They are all equivalent to the same school fees. And now people are paying graduation fees for the African Dream Academy. So while Samuel there was not for the people of District Number 6, it's for his own personal benefit. So
okay.
Guys, there should not be lying to us. We are tired of that because the people of District Number 6 are benefiting nothing. Look at our bridges, they are all demolished due to rain season. We are suffering this district, so you shouldn't be lying to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me take another call. Good evening.
Ambassador KONAH, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let me say good evening to your studio guest. This is Joseph S. Tamma, and I'm from District Number 6, Moswaro County.
Yeah, go ahead,
Joseph.
Joseph.
Resident at the GSP roadblock A1. KONAH, it is disappointing operating to have tools here in studio, sitting and widely listening to platform, providing fallacy on doable things by the representative is what Emmanuel Tosia is bravely explaining to light.
I mean, what's the fallacy?
Yeah, is it? The past 6 years before the recent election, Representative Samuel, where was his office? Can you forget about who Bangalore coming to play the entire place affairs? Well, that's what we have been telling people. We let people with integrity. And on the bill issue, quickly, KONAH, it is so frustrating that this representative is insensitive. He does not even know what the Liberians need. At this present situation, at this present economic situation, you're coming out to tell our people that we should go back to Christopolis City of Christ. Let Tosia tell us the rationale, the benefit, what this bill would do for Liberians. Then I think if the Senate will propose and concur with the senator, that was the bill that is submitted to the lower house, that they should reduce their salary and their benefit, cut down the 45,000 cars, that citizens will be placed on payroll monthly. It could sound sensible. But for this representative, who is very, very insensitive, the only thing this representative is good at, go ECOWAS Parliament, posing Nigeria, posing Togo, posing Benin. That's the only thing. The people of GSA Road, we are set and prepared. The minds have been made up. And I think it is the best choice that this representative will run. to go and contest.
Okay.
But there was no space, absolutely. Those here, the messenger of Reverend Enos, please go and tell him that the young people have decided there will be no space for Reverend Enos come 2029.
Okay,
Let him pack his bags and go Bon County where he's carrying on more investment. But for district number 6, nothing the people have seen over the years. And to the chores have been made already.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chief. Let me take another call. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, what's the name?
Yeah, I'm Oka Roland calling from District Number 1, Grandfather County. I one live in District 6 before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for hosting my Tosia. I know Tosia well. Tosia is an outspoken man. But because of what Honorable you don't do, he tried to film it. And why he had cooking is said in a studio. But nothing will be in a development district city for nothing you done. We will in a lot of the people of district number 6 that you come get loan up to now. No loan. Inside the African dream clinic or school is not free. It's for money making. My somewhere to the African dream last academic year.
Okay, we lost in there. 0777. Let's see if we can take a few more calls before going back to Emmanuel. Good evening, you are live. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, I lost that one. Let me take this one right there. Good evening, you are live.
Yeah. Good evening. Yeah.
Okay, what's the name? Hello. Good evening. What's happening? 0777-907. Let me take this caller again. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, what's the name?
Yeah, this is Steve Jojo calling for district.
Yeah, go ahead on district 6. Go ahead.
Yeah, because it is. My brother, since I get off, I've voted for Reverend and I was still doing it. If you say one thing, for the community people. If you say what the Tory, they will just come on Tory and just put it down for the people who are saying so. I lose in another room. So they come in 2029. Yes. We're putting off. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having your say. Let's see if we can take 2 more calls. Yeah, 2 more calls. We'll go back to Emmanuel to respond to the callers. Let me go to the phone line and take this. Good evening. Okay, I lost that one there. 0777-907-907. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. Let me take the next caller quickly. Good evening. You are the second to the last caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
What is the name?
Cooper Francis O.G. Cooper.
Okay, where are you joining us from?
I'm from Tingas.
Please go ahead from Tingas Village.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Oh my God. We are losing you though. Hello? Oh my God. I'll take another call. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is John Kroma. I'm joining from district number 6. We are coming.
Yeah, please increase your voice. Go ahead.
Me say good evening to Emmanuel Tosia. One thing I want to say is, Reverend Eno, I don't really know if Reverend Eno has second thinking.
What do you mean?
Okay. What I mean is that just rehab, when you say 1818 community now, is one of the most criminal community in the Republic of Liberia now. Just between 1818 to go to KONAH school, and then people bringing on home. The criminal attitude here is is more than any other community in the particular community. Every night, people will shoot somebody taking person motorbike. People will kill somebody. People will do so many things. So district number 6, we look at district number 6 will be one of the best districts in the Republic of Liberia. But now the way it's going now, almost like we don't have a representative, we don't have community chairman. Because you don't have representative, it means that there will be no function of the community chairman or youth chairman in the
Okay.
community. Yes. So Reverend Honor should see reason if he still representative. But only thing we see Reverend is to take blow, make him fighting on the issue and other things.
Okay.
So only thing we see.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me take the last caller. You are my last caller. Good evening. Yeah, what's the name? Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, folks, we cannot take any more call. Yeah, we cannot take any more call. Let me go back to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you listen to the callers. You can respond to the callers as well.
Basically, Kona,
I want to appreciate all the. I think it is a right to have some level of disagreement. I want to appreciate the first caller, Luther.
Luther said
Luther said
between the district project
he cannot see the difference between the district project and the honorable initiative. I want to appreciate him for that. I think there are differences, they are distinguished and differences. I want to appreciate Lawson. I want to appreciate Makun. I want to appreciate the journalists that called for, I think he said from Magabi, Ezekiel Johnson.
Yeah.
He said he want to know why is it that the African dream and most of the property has the African dream. The reason is just simple. The property that are owned by African Dream are named African Dream because African Dream has a bull, Ezekiel Johnson. And I want to appreciate Josephat, I want to appreciate Nelson, I want to appreciate Joseph Tama, Roland, Jojo, Cooper, John Kruman, and the last caller, Howard. So the thing about it, most of them disagreement, if you follow their disagreement, is not on what I discuss. Is hugely based on sentiment.
they think about
A representative. It's about how what impact you make in the people's life and what problem you see and you identify. And Honorable Enos is not moved by the cheap and sentimental conversation. You come in your studio to discuss a particular thing. Every other thing I discuss, people love it. Every other thing I discuss, people love everything. So I thank God for them. I appreciate them. I respect their view, and I take their comment into consideration. But the sad thing about it, most of their comment was sentimental. So we are not discussing election issue here. We are not discussing campaign issue. So what I want to urge them is to make use of the valuable assets that you have. Like Joseph Thomas said, Honorable Enos is going somewhere. Honorable Enos is not going nowhere to contest. Honorable Enos will contest right here in District 6 2020.
Because that's the question I want to ask.
Honorable Enos is contesting right here 2029. So the thing about it, and we appreciate their concern, even though their concern is hugely sentimental, we appreciate it. But the fact remains
that Honorable Enos continue to do different things. He's committed to education. He committed to healthcare deliveries. He committed to community development. He continued to make different interventions within the various communities. Somebody said they did not see. You see how laughable it is. There was a part of them right before the VOA market. Lost in Vancouver, lost in saying he did not see on end of moving that garbage. So should we argue that? Fact cannot be argued. Go to the market here. In VOA market, there was a huge pile of dirt there. On the end of through the leadership, because we have a meeting right within our community. We plan our itinerary every week. We visit the 2 or 3 community. We are reaching out to our community dwellers, telling them thank you for electing us for the second term, and telling them, giving them reasons. So how will somebody say on us representation at the ECOWAS? He only posting photos. I just giving you, I gave you some of the benefit of an representative at the ECOWAS. Truly good and sound representation on us at the ECOWAS Parliament. The youth office for the ECOWAS is about to be built. Through the sound representation on us at the ECOWAS Parliament, a 5 million meter home center is about to be built in our district. So what more you want to hear? Yeah.
It will be built in District 6?
It will be built in Liberia.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. If I ever said this, it will be built in Liberia.
Okay.
Because the ECOWAS youth office was in Burkina Faso, but Burkina Faso drew from ECOWAS. So for that reason, they presented a fan case and they lobbied, and the ECOWAS office, the ECOWAS youth office will be built in Liberia because of an sound representation at the ECOWAS. Because of an sound representation at the level of the ECOWAS. A $5 million metal health project. We're about to expand that later one that we have to do right to a $5 million project. So the figure by relatively is aggressive in terms of development. We tell people when 2020 did not come, we will preach the message. And District 6 is not for small children. So District 6, we have highly educated people in District 6. The people are inclined. What about never said in 2017? So the figure about the African dream economy is proud. We are grateful. Because the children that go to the African dream economy are not on children. They are Liberian children. So the figure by the African dream economy has a policy, and that policy is they run a free tuition program. There is no tuition. You can pay school fee. In simple English, you can pay school fee, but you pay for requirement. You get it, ma? You can pay school fee, but you pay for requirement, and the entry is free. And what are the requirements? The total requirement comes to 30,000 liberty.
30,000.
30,000 liberty. The entire requirement for the whole year. And within that 30,000 liberty, 99.9% go back to the student. In that 30,000 liberty, they get 3 set of uniform to the student. In that 30,000 liberty, they feed their child or their children every day. In that 30,000 liberty, they get their child ID card. In that 30,000 liberty, the children sometimes go for feature. Sometimes, in some cases, because of the activities. You getting me? So tell me which one of the school in this country you will send your child to, or you will register your child or your children in a school without you buying a uniform. And us provide 3 set of uniform within us in 30,000. Within us in $30,000 liberty. He carry on some renovation.
How true is it for concerning the issue of the chicken? is that students are required to carry chicken. If you are a male, you carry the rooster. If you are a female, you carry hen. How true is that?
So, Honorable work with a lot of people. He hired a agriculture teacher.
Okay.
And has his own way of doing things. He said he don't want to be theoretical, he want to be pragmatic. He want the students to get involved into some theoretical aspect to transition that into practical aspect. So based on his own analysis, he proposed that he wanted students to have chicken poultry. So based on that, he decided to introduce the idea.
Where's that poultry?
And that poultry, from the assessment, he acquire a property for the African Dream Mechanism that is in Duazon, 1.2 acre.
Okay.
So he said decided to put the poultry there, but based on the feedback from the various community, to stop.
So this year there's no chicken. This year.
No chicken. No chicken.
Okay.
This year there was no chicken.
But the poultry is still in existence?
No, the poultry is in existence, but run and been taken care of by this founder and CEO. No parents.
And from the chicken from last year?
No parents. No parents is contributing with chicken. That's which of course I can speak to you clearly. That has been halted.
Okay.
And it's not happening again. So the thing about it tells me which one of the school. So one parent called on your radio not too long that a child can pay for graduation. So who do you expect your child is graduating? Who do you expect to buy activity organ for your child? Is it the CEO again? So the thing about it, les beaux memo on make a commitment to pay the teachers.
Okay.
So equally so, the honorable have to use some level of innovation. And besides that, there's a misinformation that go all around in the community that each of these students' money have been raised for no. Sometimes the board member raise money for 500. Yes, the school started with 144. Right now, as we speak to you, the total number of students is close to 2,000. We have like 1,400 plus students. So, use the innovation because of the science education and the methodologies and the equipment that is being provided within the school, the kind of discipline. Many parents love for their child to attend the African Dream because of the quality, not quantity, but quality and science education that is being provided. And besides that, some people ask what the public can boast of in district number 6. There are many things NOS has impacted when it comes to the public sector. There are a lot of things. NOS is involved with sporting activity. Just or recently we had the Kingry community participating in the Momo League.
Okay.
So NOS play a pivotal role. Besides that, go to the district school, see how he took the district school from elementary division, has gone to the senior, go to the many roles. And besides that, the human capacity on NOS is making immense contribution.
So how much our parents are paying right now for graduation to African Dream?
I'm not an administrator of the school. As you may be aware, they are Newport, you see. So the Ministry of Education has made it very clear, and you are a journalist. So NOS is a law-abiding citizen. The graduation fee was public. It's a public information. So the African Dream is going according to the information of the Ministry of Education.
So that is an assurance for to parent.
Oh, that's why the African Dream is going back. So I don't know which extra graduation fee that you need or information that you need. So
okay, no, I asked that question because I want for parents to be aware what they are.
The thing about it, has the Ministry of Education has published.
Okay.
That's why the school is going back.
Okay.
There is no other thing that the school is going back.
Okay, Manuel, thank you. We are already out of time. It's already after 11, far after 11. So just give your party comment quickly for us to be farewell.
So basically, we want to appreciate you for the invite. We want to tell the people that the restating of the name Christopole.
Yeah, that is something that I think
Liberia,
the whole legislating carry.
To restate Christopole as a name on Liberia is important.
Okay.
So we think as a people, a country, we need to embrace that. We need to own that. We need to run with that, because that will help us to have a sober reflection, to preserve and restore our heritage, and see how we can protect our identity as a people and country. So on our end, us is glad that you are doing a marvelous work within the district. We follow you every day. We want to say kudos to you. Keep on your good work. So it is. I'm grateful. I'm happy for the privilege to interact with my people tonight. Thank you so much for the invite.
Okay, folks. So you just listen to the voice of Emmanuel Tosia. Emmanuel Tosia is the Director for Press and Public Affairs in the Office of Representative Samuel Enos. That's the District number 6 lawmaker. And we've been talking about the lawmaker proposal to change the name of Monrovia, to reinstate that Christopolis name that was first placed on the city. Also been discussing other issues about District number 6. Join us tomorrow for another fascinating edition. Until tomorrow, folks, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time from